Hello. Huskies finally back again with more Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode, franchise mode commentary. My apologies, missed the last 2 days. Not been feeling that great lately. And just haven't been really in a mood to record. If I'm not in a good mood, then I feel like it brings the video down. So, feeling better today. We had a little discussion in the last video about what I should do with the team. There was good viewpoints for several different moves. One being I could trade. I have a couple trade pieces that I have kind of like in my back pocket if I were to make moves. I've got Bjorkstrand. What? I have Bjorkstrand here, who I can trade if I need to. I've also don't have to trade a center because I can just move Yost to center. And move Aho to the third line. If I can find a good playmaker for that second line. But also, the idea was to not make a move and see if the team builds chemistry. Because that is one thing that I do tend to kind of do quite a bit, is make moves when we struggle. Now I do that mostly because it makes for entertaining videos. Just letting it sim out and let the team play isn't really exciting, but with a team like this and how we're playing, we might need to let them get some chemistry and see if that actually is a mechanic in this game. So I think we're actually going to do that. Now the only issue with that is if we let it play out, there's no way Henrik Sedin is back next season, so I'm going to have to replace him. But honestly, I think that's okay, and I remember now my monitors are not muted. Go ahead and change that just so you don't hear it through my that's it. Oh man. Alright. So yeah, if I let it play out, then Henrik Sedin is gonna most likely retire, but I think that's what we're gonna do. I like Dubois, but man, he just doesn't fit. But at the same time, Artemi Panarin might be somebody I look to move. Simply because even last year when I played this game, Panarin's not a goal scorer. I mean, he had 38 goals 2 years ago. He had 23 last year. He's had 30 each season. But I really don't think like he's a goal. Like we see a goal scorer, like we see Patrick Laine. The guy's got 20 goals in 36 games. That's a goal scorer. Panarin has 9. So Panarin might be somebody that I look to either put an actual sniper with them, and he's the playmaker, because I mean his puck skills and his offensive awareness is disgusting. So I can look for either a sniper or a playmaker for this second line if I want to, and I can always drop Aho and move Dubois. Or I just trade Panarin for an actual second line sniper come off season time if I don't like the way that we've done, because Panarin's trade value is, honestly, it's through the roof. Actually, it's not through the roof. It's pretty high, but it's not through the roof. And he's making 7. He's my highest paid forward. He's my highest paid forward, and he's barely got any points. Now, I know that might be the line mates that he's got, but at the same time, if it comes down to it, I'll absolutely make a move to trade Panarin. I'm actually going to put him on the trade block and see if we get any offers for him from the AI. The AI is usually pretty good about giving us offers, so I'm going to throw Panarin on there, and I'm actually going to want, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. I want a second line, actually I want a first line forward. I don't care what age, 4.5 stars, and I want shooting categories 5 stars. There we go. And then I want a second line forward, at least 4 stars. And I want good senses and good puck skills. Alright, there we go. We'll see if that nets any returns. I doubt it does. but it's something to keep an eye on. I'm real. I told you, I think last video, what my expectations for each line was in terms of what I want them to put up points, and Panarin's not coming anywhere near close to what I want him to do. So, I said it might be a product of the line he's on. Ryan Murray's been here for the sore knee, January 10th. It's alright. He'll miss 3 games. But even in past seasons, what's-his-face hasn't been that great of a goal scorer, Panarin. Okay, so we did everything we want to. Back to Canada. So it might be time to look for an actual goal scorer for that second line. If I'm going to hold on to Dubois. But as I say that, we've scored 13 goals the last 2 games. So, last 3 games. Pretty much just have to wait and see how... My defense, though. I think this is the best defensive core I might have ever had from, like, the start of the GM mode. Because I've had some teams that have eventually gotten good, but I haven't done anything to this D-core. I have not done a damn thing to it. And it's disgusting. Alright, so we've won 5 in a row. 6 in a row. 7 in a row. Oh, hello. Alright, so look out. We might have figured something out here. We've won 7 games in a row. Maybe just the thought of making moves has, for some reason, gotten into my team's head. Oh, there's a loss to Anaheim. It's alright, so we're 26-15-3. That was a nice little run. 4th round pick for Olas and 5th. No, thank you. Oh, alright, so back on the winning ways. Back-to-back W's. We're giving up a few amount of goals here. But again, I don't have that elite goaltender that I was hoping I was going to have. But, man, ooh. Alright, maybe I do leave the team alone. I mean, I was already really heavily leaning towards not making any moves with this team. And trying to see if this chemistry thing is a legitimate, because this is something I've never tried before. So we'll see if that's what it took. I mean, we've lost 2 games in our last, what, 15? We were 19-14-3. Now we're 33-16-3. So we've lost 2 of our last 20 games almost. Okay, 3 of our last 20. Wow, Washington is below 500. Damn. Oh man. I really gotta stop recording these when I wake up, man. $36-17-3. Yeah, we're just gonna let the season play out. I like where we're at. Clearly something clicked. So let's go take a look at our stats. We've got a week and a half before the trade deadline. Usually this would be the point where I would add like a veteran, but we're first in the division by a long shot. Holy crap. Last time we looked at the standings, I think we were 7th in the division. Now we're first with a 7-point lead on the next closest team. Oh my goodness. We average 3.29 goals a game. We only give up 2.5. 19 points. Power play could be better. Penalty kill is atrocious, 74%, and we've scored 6 shorthanded goals though. So I'm not too upset about that. We've only given up 1, so the team's rolling. I don't know what happened. Maybe putting Panarin on the trade block kind of like woke some people up. But stat-wise, Patrick Laine has 37 goals. Oh my. Laine has 37, Larkin has 20. Larkin only has 44 points, but that line is a plus 18, a plus 22, and a plus 18. And they've got 20 goals from Larkin, which is pretty much what I want from a two-way forward on the first line. And then you got Laine, who's got 37. And then Winberg's a point per game with 50 assists, Joe Thornton over there. Panarin, 39 points. Again, he's got 14 goals, but he's got 25 assists. So we're an interesting point. I think Tyson Jost is stealing goals from Burakovsky. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make a line change. I know it's risky considering how we've been playing, but Burakovsky was really good last year, and I don't want to change Aho off that second line. And I think Panarin can really facilitate Jost. So we're gonna put Tyson Jost in between Aho and Panarin, and I'm gonna put Dubois down here because he's got good defense, and I want to see if this line can get going. Because they're not having the greatest season, but they are pluses. They were pretty significant pluses. Same with our fourth line. Devin Shore, baby. Fucking plus 12s. The second line is only a plus 5 and a plus 6. So if I put Tyson Jost on the second line, I could even put Aho on the third line and bring up Dubois. But I feel like this might be the winning combination here because Burakovsky's now got goal scoring for him on this third line. Tyson Jost has a elite playmaker in Panarin. I mean, he had Sedin, who is a good playmaker, but he's 40 years old. He probably can't keep up with him. Defense were still good. What's our goalie looking like? Korpisalo only an 85. It's disappointing. The stats could be better if I'm honest. A 913 save percentage and a 248 goals against. Considering we don't give up that many goals, that could be a little better, but I'm not too upset. Again, the guy's 85 overall and he's only making $2 million for me, so he's a-okay in my book. But I think we're just gonna finish out the season and see how we do in the playoffs. That one line change I think is gonna be the only thing I do. As I said, we've been on a nasty tear of late. We've lost 4 games in our past 20. I really want to see Tyson Jost like skyrocket overall wise. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to see him skyrocket point production, but stay the same overall. That way I can sign him for cheaper. Because if he stays in 83 and 84, but puts up 50, 60, 70 points, that's fine by me, because that means that he's going to be cheap. Because if he gets to a 90 or an 89, he'll want $7 million, and I don't want to pay him $7 million. Whether he's worth it or not, stop trying to trade me draft picks for this Olas kid. I don't want him. Alright, so 40, 20, and 4. Oh, we lost back-to-back games for the first time in 2 months. Oh, 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, 5 in a row. Oh, boy. The team knows I can't trade him, so they're packing it in. The threat of being dealt is past, so there's no sense, there's no urgency. Oh, shit. Hey, okay, we can beat the Hawks. Whew. Alright, there we go. Maybe we're back to normal here. We lost 6 in a row there. When we come back, we've won 5 in a row so far. Anaheim's had our number this season, so they might beat us here. Oops. Oh, alright, so we lose 6 in a row, we win 6 in a row. Oh, we lose to the 2 Ontario teams. That's not good. Is it Ontario? Yeah. So there's 4 in a row. So we win 6, we lose 6, win 6, lose 4, win 3 to end the season. Fucking scouting. Yep. So we lost 6, we won 6, we lost 4, we won 3. Holy shit, we're streaky. That's not great for a playoff team. Oh boy, we get the Devils. This is kind of nice though. We've had a different playoff team each year. Where when I did Western Conference teams, it was the same teams over and over and over again. So let's see how our team finished end of the year wise. So we finished second in the division, 102 points. Only behind the Penguins because of their 4 overtime losses. Bastards. 3.09 goals for, 2.5 against. Good stats. Power play got back up there, 20.5%. That's good. Penalty kill still at 74.6. Not great. Still 7 shorthanded goals though. The Devils have 9. Interesting. So I think we had a good year. Like I said, those little loss streaks at the end of the year were kind of annoying, but here we go. Patrick Laine, 42 points, or 42 goals, 73 points. I'd like to see a bit more points, but at the same time, when you've got 3 guys, Wenberg had 72 points, 59 assists. Larkin had 66 points, 28 goals. They actually had a rough last month or so because they were plus 22s, and Wenberg had 59 points in 59 games. So they cooled off. But second line, Panarin, 17 goals, 34 assists. Tyson Jost, 24 goals, 45 points. I think that second line really helped him. Aho, 17 goals. Identical stat line to Panarin, just 10 less assists. But they were plus 16, plus 27, plus 19. So making that move with Tyson Jost gained them at least plus 12s across the board. So that really was good. Third line, Burakovsky, 15 goals. Dubois, 15 goals. Not awful. Sedin, 23 points. Could be better. They look like they got their goal scoring once we made the line change. They were pluses, they were higher pluses, so they might have struggled a little bit. Devin Shore, 28 points. Guy's a monster, 16 goals. Korsarenkov, 19 points. Yeah. Still kind of hoping he gets better than that. Carlson, 8 points. I'm assuming Bjorkstrand is not a happy camper. Yeah, I'm going to have to trade him in the offseason. Alright, we had a lot of goal scoring from a lot of people. I mean, we had 3 10-goal scorers on our point, right? Seth Jones, Ryan Murray. Oh no, Ryan Murray only had 4 goals. Werenski had 12, and Savard. Okay, yeah, so we had two 10-goal scorers on defense, and we had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 20-goal scorers, and 5, 7, 11 10-goal scorers at least. So I am okay with it. I think that is a good season. We have balanced scoring. Korpisalo, 917 and a 236, not the best by any means, but he got wins. He had 40 wins. I'm assuming he's up there for near the league lead in wins. He's got to be. He led the league in wins, so I can't really be too upset. His save percentage actually isn't that bad in comparison to I love this when it comes to goaltending, that I can change the minimum amount of games. So it's Thatcher Demko, 931 save percentage. That's disgusting. 214 goals against. James Reimer, what? 928? So I mean, he's down here. He's way down here actually. He's in the bottom half of the league in save percentage. And he's actually he's in the top half of goals against. So how many shots against did he face? Okay, so we had pretty good shot suppression, so we could expect better from him. John Gibson with the most, like, wow. He's only an 84? Wow, that's pretty bad. I wonder why. Because this team sucks in front of him? Alright, but that's where I'm going to go ahead and call this video. We will go over the Devils matchup next video. As always, use the comments for criticisms, critiques, and feedback on my decisions to maybe go after a better sniper on that second line, or to leave the line as Panarin, Jost, Aho, because clearly it worked, and maybe just tinker with that third line come off season time. But yeah, comments, as always, it's where we have the discussions. As well as leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It's the best way to support the channel if you don't want to engage in active comments. As well as subscribe to the channel so you know when the next video goes live. Should be tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm feeling better, so no excuse to miss tomorrow's video. And last but not least, thank you for watching, if you made it this far. And I will see you tomorrow for what is hopefully not another first round exit.